I'm Devin's wife, Amanda. I had always grown up going to church, Lutheran, at Hope Lutheran. Sorry, I'm really nervous. Around 10 or 11, I started to understand more of the reason, like, why you go to church, and it's not just a place you go on Sundays, that sorry. And I had begun to understand more of the reason why you go there. But at that church, to be honest, kind of felt like it was a lovely church and everything. Loved going every Sunday with my family. That's always what we did on Sundays. You go to church, it's always a family day. But it kind of just felt like I was going through the motions. I knew I loved God at that age, and I felt like I didn't really know Him as well as I should. But as I've gotten older, I've learned a lot more about what it is like to have God at the center of my life. And I realized that, as Greg has said plenty of times, that my happiness is not dictated by my circumstances. And I know he said that plenty of times, but the past few months, that's really hit home to me. I got married to Devin about a year ago, and I got pregnant before we got married. So I always thought, that was this big deal because I grew up going to church. I knew it was wrong, and I felt like I was going to hell because I got pregnant before I got married. Well, then I realized I want to do what's best for my daughter, and we're going to raise her in a Christian home. And so I can't wait to do that. I can't wait to show her what it's all about, to go to church and raise her at High Point and show her what it's all about and really show her the true meaning. And I've just realized that you have to keep God at the center or everything else falls apart. And through all the trials and tribulations that I've been through and with him and my family, really nothing's possible without God. And I really found that out. And I have a verse to share. My sister Allison showed me this verse when she knew I was going through a rough time. She just knew things weren't right, and she can always read me without even saying anything the way I feel, because we've always been really close. And one day she asked me to come over, and she just said, "Do you want to have a Bible study?" And I said, "Sure." So she brought me to this verse, and we talked about it. It's Romans 5:3. We can rejoice too when we run into problems and trials, for we know that they help us develop endurance, and endurance develops strength of character, and character strengthens our confidence, hope of salvation. My sister taught me that day that through this verse that suffering produces faith, and faith produces character, and that God always keeps going. And I find that true through all the times in my life where I've been depressed about things or just been down. I know that without God, you can't pick yourself back up. And so, even though I grew up in the church and knowing about God with my family, I wanted to be baptized as a believer now that I know what it's all about, and just to be at a church where you really feel like it's home and you look forward to going there every Sunday and just love worshiping there. So that's why I'm here today.